I'm Tammy.
And I'm Jenkins. And welcome to Confused, the show that answers your questions that you write to us.
This week's question comes from Freddie of Lewis Center, Ohio. Freddie writes, Dear Confused, I asked my mom if I could have a big plate of cookies for dinner, and she told me no. When I asked why, she said it was because having a big plate of cookies for dinner was bad for you. I don't understand. How can cookies be bad when they taste so good? I'm so confused. So my question is, why can't I have cookies for dinner?
Well, Freddie, we like eating cookies too, but you have to eat a balanced diet in order to stay healthy.
That's right. If you have cookies for dinner every night, you aren't going to feel too sweet.
Tammy, you card.
Now, hold on just a minute.
Oh, great. It's Jeff.
That's right, folks. My name's Jeff.
We know your name, Jeff.
Okay.
What do you want this time?
I'm here to tell you guys that I eat a big plate of cookies every night for dinner. And I feel perfectly fine.
Oh, whoa. Did you hear that? What was that noise?
It means it's dinner time. Cookies.
Jeff,
No.
For dinner.
No.
Stop!
Oh.
You can't keep eating like this.
What are you talking about?
Jeff, you have to eat more than cookies for dinner. You have to have fruits, vegetables, and proteins in your diet in order to be healthy.
You're talking crazy. I eat fine.
Well, if you won't listen to us, maybe it's time to bring in the expert.
Yeah.
Huh? Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. I'm Chance.
Now, Chance, what makes you a nutrition expert?
Well, I tell you, Jeff, I've been in school here at Ohio University for 5 years. I've been studying nutrition all those 5 years, and I've been really passionate about it and eating lots of plants and healthy foods for as long as I can remember. And I'm also president of the Ohio University Nutrition Club, where we get other people to eat healthy, so I think we can help you.
Okay, now, if cookies are bad for you, why do they taste so good?
Well, Jeff, I'd be lying to you if I sat here and said that cookies don't taste good. But as human beings, we're meant to like cookies because we have taste receptors for fat, sugar, and salt. And cookies are loaded with all three. Which when we were back in cavemen, mumbling around to try to find foods that we like to eat, well, we found fruits, and fruits had lots of sugars in them, so we tend to like them. Just anything with a lot of color means it has a lot of nutrients and it'll taste good.
Okay, how will eating right affect me?
Eating right, well, as a student, you're in the best shape to eat right. It really will help you concentrate, keep your blood sugars level. That way you stay energized throughout the day. Because the problem is when we eat a lot of sugars, we get really hyper from the sugar. And then once the sugar leaves, we crash and we get really sleepy. So if you keep eating healthy and lots of colorful foods, then you will be on the right track.
One of my chickens told me a little ditty. If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, why is that?
Well, they were onto something with this saying, as whole fruits do keep you healthy. They are full of nutrients, and with your vitamins and minerals, that will, in turn, keep you healthy.
What is a balanced meal, and how many meals am I expected to eat a day?
A balanced meal just means there's a lot of balance. You're eating foods from all the different groups, so you get a variety of different nutrients to keep you healthy and happy. Now, in terms of how many meals should you eat per day, that really is up to you, but I'd recommend just 3 meals per day with 2 healthy snacks right in the middle of them. That way you keep your energy levels constant and you can keep focusing in school.
What are fats and calories, and why are people so afraid of them?
Well, I'll tell you what, fats and calories are pretty interrelated, as fats have a lot of calories. And calories, what happens with America is we eat too many of them. Calories are good, they're a source of energy, but when you eat too many of them, your body stores them as fat. We all know that fat, we don't want to look like that, first of all, and then again, it also leads to health problems later in life. So to stay healthy and happy, you want to eat foods that are lower in calories, which tend to be your plants, your beans, and your whole grains.
What is a food pyramid?
Well, a food pyramid is as it sounds in the shape, and it kind of tells you all the different classifications of foods that are out there and how much of each you should eat. Now, within the last couple years, they've tried to simplify it by going to this MyPlate system, and the MyPlate makes the food pyramid more simple. So it sections off your foods, and let's say in the right corner you want to eat carrots. Well, instead of measuring out carrots, you can say, I just want to fill up this little right corner with carrots, and I get all that I need. But my favorite approach is actually what's called Eat the Rainbow, because fruits and vegetables, if you've noticed, they are very full of colors, and colors equal nutrients. And when you look at your pizza and your French fries and things that we know that aren't good for us, there's just no color to them because there's no nutrients. So if you eat your colors, you get your nutrients, your vitamins and minerals are going to keep you healthy.
Isn't vegetarian and vegan just a fancy word for sorcerer?
Jeff, I don't know where you're getting that from because I've been a vegan for quite a few years and I don't feel any mystic powers like you're saying here. Well, however, what a vegetarian is just a person who doesn't eat any meat. It doesn't eat actually part of the animal. They eat a lot of plants with its beans and fruits and vegetables, but they also, a lot of them will still eat eggs, milk, and cheese. Now, a vegan, on the other hand, we like to say you eat nothing with a face or a mother. So it's completely all plants, no milk, no cheese. But what I've noticed is that there's a whole world of good plants out there that make it interesting, and plants are our most nutritious food. They'll keep you the healthiest, so the more you eat of them, the better you're going to feel now and later.
Thanks, Chance. You gave me a lot to think about.
Hey, you're welcome, Jeff. I hope that it helps. And just remember, eat a variety of bright, colorful foods and stay active. It's going to keep you concentrating in school, and it's going to keep you healthy and happy so that you can live a nice, healthy life.
Do you have a long, sparkling hat?
Tired of feeling weak and brittle? Do you find it difficult to perform the simplest physical tasks? Then you need calcium! That's right, calcium! America's favorite element with an atomic number of 20. Calcium can give you stronger bones. Did you know it's also the 5th most common element in the Earth's crust? But wait, how does this calcium stuff work? Well, the strengthening power of calcium takes place within the body. The mineral breaks down in the bloodstream and is circulated to the bones, providing them with extra power. So get your calcium daily. C-A-L-C-I-U-M, calcium.
Huh. So I guess an apple a day really does keep the doctor away.
And not just apples. Other fruits, colorful vegetables, and leafy greens can keep you healthy all the time.
You see, Jeff, cookies are beige, which means they don't have all the nutrients that you need for your body.
You'll feel better and have way more energy if you don't eat cookies for dinner every night.
But cookies are all I have.
Cookies are fine in moderation. But like Chance said, it's all about eating a balanced diet.
But where do I find these foods, Jenkins?
Well, you can find fruits and vegetables in gardens and farms.
Yeah, Jeff, don't you live on a farm?
No! I wouldn't bring my chickens to a farm.
Jeff, you need to know where to find all these healthy foods.
Okay.
Then let's take a field trip and learn. Lucky for you, Jeff, we know just the kids who can help.
Kids?
Yeah, kids!
My name is Mary, and I'm the Executive Director at Community Food Initiatives. We are a local nonprofit that is engaged in increasing access to healthy food for everyone in our community. So the YAC Kids, or the Youth Entrepreneurs at Hope, started a few years ago and it is a program for teenagers living at Hope Drive Apartments. And they have their own production garden and work here in this commercial kitchen, and then we take them to the Athens Farmers Market where they are vendors at the market.
My name is Christian Taylor Hopkins. Well, I moved here about 2.5 years ago, and I figured out that they were doing a garden here, and I've always did a garden with my family. I was interested in joining, so I joined, and then I started working in the garden. I like growing and watching the food grow through time because it shows you how much work that goes into them, and then it shows you like how they process through nature.
So I'm Avery Tucker. I've been managing the garden. I guess I'm the garden manager at Hope Drive. I've been doing this since the summer. Basically tending to the garden, making sure it's in order, helping get the kids ready and organize them to work in the garden. Today we're harvesting sweet potatoes, and we are also planting garlic. We're also just doing a little cleanup of the garden to prepare for winter. I think it gives the kids an opportunity to work outdoors. They're not outdoors unless there's like a program there for them. So it really helps in getting them involved just outside in the garden. Teaches them where their food comes from.
I think it is like getting with your family or friends and joining together to make a community garden and working together.
I think that the children in the program are really mature over the summer. A lot of them take on the responsibility of working in the garden after hours. When we go to market, the kids, you know, they become professionals.
Today the kids are making apple preserves. And so we have fresh apples that were just harvested from a community member in Nelsonville. And we are peeling them and chopping them, and then we'll be cooking them down with some lemon juice, sugar, and cinnamon. And then we'll be putting them in jars and water bath canning them. And then we will sell that next week at the farmers market. With this program, we're hoping to introduce these kids to new foods and where their food comes from, so that they're learning how to prepare food straight out of the ground and be able to taste the freshness of an apple that was just picked in a neighboring community, as opposed to one that, you know, was shipped over 1,500 miles across the country. So really getting that taste and flavor, and learning that if their families are hungry, they can do some planning and be able to grow their own food, to be able to meet their own needs as well.
Business today is going great. Kids are selling apple preserves and sweet potatoes, radishes, turnips, and yeah, so people are coming by asking us what we're doing here. They're usually pretty curious about, you know, what's going on with the kids program, and so overall it's a really good day. Weather's shaping up, and it's a good turnout in terms of people at the market.
My name is Ishmael, and I'm 11 years old. I've been working with the Yak Kids for 4 or 3 years. I like coming here because there's a lot of people, and it's just fun coming here.
My name is Jessica Chadwell. At CFI, I'm the community garden coordinator, so with that, I help to coordinate with all of the gardens. And I think that it's heartwarming to see them at the farmers market. I mean, they're so friendly, and yeah, they're kids, so they look different from the other vendors, and so you're like, whoa, what are those kids doing? And then you find out they're doing a really awesome thing.
kids, welcome to Curiosity Corner. My name's Brittany. Jenkins brought me these apples back from the farmer's market, so I thought we could use them to make a yummy snack. Have you guys ever heard of moose lips? Not the things the big deer used to eat, sillies. It's a yummy snack made of apples, peanut butter, and mini marshmallows. Our first step in making the snack is to take one of our apples and core it using one of these. I already had Jeff help me with this step. Once your apples look like this, the next step is to take your peanut butter and then take 2 of your apple slices. And we're gonna spread peanut butter on both of them. But remember, we're using it like glue, so you probably need to use a lot. Once you've got your peanut butter all spread on, you're gonna take your mini marshmallows and we're gonna line them up on the side of your apple with the skin, just like this. Once you've got that, our last step in making our delicious snack is to put our second apple right on top, peanut butter side down, and squeeze them together. And now you have a yummy snack, and it's healthy too. It has protein, fiber, and vitamins, but you would never know that by tasting it. You guys are probably gonna look pretty silly eating this yummy snack. I know I will. So have your parents take pictures of you and send them to confusedtvshow@gmail.com, and we'll post them on our Facebook page. Well, that's all the time I have for today. I'll see you next time in Curiosity Corner. Bye!
Well, there's a tale you should know that'll make your brain grow about a young prince in a toga. He often did think that the best thing to drink was a sugary, sweet, soft soda. He was the Duke of the Nile, atop of his pile filled with honey and cream. And from his royal buffet he ate donuts all day, all while he ruled his regime. The queen saw him there, but she was not aware of all the bad food he had eaten. She simply said, "Yup, our boy is growing up," and she left without even a reason. One Sahara morning, the prince got a warning from a man who was dressed in all black. "If you keep up your ways, you'll pass through the days never tasting another sweet snack. My father's the pharaoh, I'll be like an arrow, keep your nonsense away from my throne." And without a moot, he was given the boot, and onto the streets he was thrown. Well, the prince kept on eating, but soon he had a feeling that something was terribly wrong. His head it was goof, his stomach aloof. "Gee, I don't feel very strong." His health went downhill, the prince then fell ill, so his father, the pharaoh, decreed, "Make my son fine, and your name I'll enshrine for forever and all eternity." Days had since passed, yet the prince still felt gassed, a problem that caused him much stress. But it happened one day, the man they cast away returned in fine robes and dress. "I'm Osiris," he said. "I'm the god of the dead. It's okay, for the end is not nigh. But just be aware, he'll have another scare if he only eats cookies and pie." The boy soon felt better and quickly wrote a letter to his subjects throughout the land. "I'll never be in that mood since I portioned my food, and of my diet I've taken command. Since the prince's mistake, he now rarely eats cake and has built a grand site on the Nile. I'll call it the food pyramid," he said, very spirited, as he ate an orange carrot and smiled.
Wow, that's pretty cool. If kids like me are getting healthy, maybe I can too.
Jeff, how old are you?
The farmer's market was so amazing. There's so many great foods. I'll never have to eat cookies again.
Like these apple preserves the Yak Kids were selling. They're a great, tasty alternative for all those cookies you're eating.
But don't just eat apple preserves. The important thing is to eat all the basic food groups.
Now I want to start my own garden, so I can grow all the great food I learned about today.
And you guys can start one too. Ask your parents about building a garden. It's a fun activity for the entire family.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you have any questions, email us at confusedtvshow@gmail.com.
Or with your parents' permission, you can find us on Facebook or Twitter. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Jenkins.
And remember,
Be curious.